little short of time. Can we take this question or this part of the question and more questions offline during lunch? We are just going to lunch shortly.
Sure.
Shankar, you're okay with it, right? I needed to announce something. When we first announced Traders Carnival, we opened up the website, 2 forums, and hey Prashant, thanks Prashant for the lovely introduction to today's program. And we have several more strategies to discuss, and those are chartical studies, people with hands-on trading experience, with actual hands on the keyboard stuff, and it will be very interesting for all of us, I'm sure. Traders Carnival, when we announced this online, opened up the website, we were not sure about the kind of response we would have, and we had responses on feedback on both sides. Okay, and I would like to thank one person who sort of completed the registration process and both the stages of the registration process. I would like to invite him on stage for just 5 minutes. I would like you to give him a big hand. Anantha Krishnam from Chennai. He has got an 8-year-old son, and we thought we'll get something nice from him. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, and just to ensure that people are still up with it and sharp and ear to the ground. Can you read what is on the whiteboard? Is it legible? Okay, the first one says 26L of the A. That's some kind of a Da Vinci code. Okay, this was the test conducted by Mensa to determine IQ levels of people. Yeah, is the voice jarring, or you're able to hear me audibly? Perfect. That was the first one. Perfect. So you are in the Mensa category, Mr. Chandramouli, right? Okay. We have several such questions. So you've got a appetizer before lunch. We have one more question. It trades 32D at which WF? Okay, the WF doesn't mean that it's an expletive, but it's all properly politically correct English. Okay. Can somebody decipher that, please? 32D at which WF? Perfect. One more there. Who's that? Abhijit. 32 degrees at which water freezes. Yeah, all this, there were about 100 questions which were part of the Mensa is that group for highly intelligent people. Okay, and these were some of the questions. I found them to be quite interesting. It takes a little time to get into the genre and understand what it is based on, because these are all based on universal truths. One more? Okay. Well, my memory is very bad, so yeah, it's more than 15 minutes, and I keep telling her that I really don't remember what I had for breakfast yesterday also. So it's very bad. So I tend to keep on writing. So probably the American movie was modeled based on some tendency like this, I suppose. I have some more questions, and this is basically a filler. We are going to lunch at 1 o'clock. From 1:30 onwards, we'll have this 3x5 strategy from Vish. That's primarily an EOD strategy which has been tweaked by one other person who will follow the strategy session by Vish. That's a tweak. It's a so Shiva, I wouldn't want to steal his thunder. He is the guy who's implemented the tweak, and it seems to be working for him. He will share that post lunch following the session by Vish. So those 2 sessions should be adequate food for thought for us to get started to the meat of the matter. So I have some questions. I will see most of these questions unfortunately are in a very, very American context. Like, say for example, perfect one. How many digits does our standard PIN code have? 6. I have a question which says 5 digits in a zip code. Zip code is again, it's used more in the US. So this, in the Indian context, we need to sort of make something like that. Let me find out if there's something nice for, I've got a good one. Well, if somebody gets this, this is an universal context. Can you read this? You. Sorry? Sorry, say again? That's W, sir. Yeah, that's W. Any guesses? We've got 3 minutes to go for lunch, so. Okay, incidentally, these chocolates are all sponsored by Shiva. He is one of the speakers. He's got those chocolates from Shiva. Thanks, Shiva. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one, AP. That's a good one. Incidentally, I'm sure, how many of you took advantage of the upper circuit on 18th May 2009? 18th May. Okay. Good. You have the answer to this question? I want somebody to take this and, we would have some kind of dessert over lunch, but this would be an additional sweetener to the deal. I mean, we're going to start our strategy sessions at 1:30 once again, after lunch. Does anybody need a clue? It has to do with automobiles. Sorry? Perfect. That's it. Yeah, that's a good one. One wheel in a unicycle. Okay, I said this is something to do with automobiles. I didn't want to make it too much of a giveaway, but people here are smarter than me, definitely, that's for sure. Okay, so now, small announcement. We are going for lunch now. 1 to 1:30 is lunch. 1:30 to 2 is a break. Okay, you can just go around, walk around and enjoy the greenery here. 2 o'clock sharp, we are meeting here for the remaining strategy sessions today. Yeah? And I'm sure that Vish session will definitely wake you up, because the heart of the today program commences now in terms of chartical analysis. This is hardcore strategies based on years of working with it, fine-tuning it, having stop losses triggered, and then it's been proved to be a successful system. The backtested results are also available as part of the presentation. Yeah, okay. There are basically, you can look at the strategy. It's a tweak to this system. This is the original system. And no, it's not a remix version. Okay. Okay. But but both the systems are very good. I mean, this is the base upon which that system is built on, and that's a tweak arrived at in order to improvise upon the system. I mean, anybody can work on this to make the system a little more, I mean, if it works for you in an even better manner, then why not? It's like that. So I'm proud to say I'm part of Vish's chat room. We chat for hours together, and he puts up with all the nonsense that we guys give him. It's on the chat. It's on a Yahoo chat room, and Vish will now take over and present his strategy. Questions we can keep for the end of the session. 15 minutes is allocated for that. Anything more than that, we'll keep it offline. Post the strategy sessions today. And we have time after dinner time also, in case somebody is interested. We'll have the audio support here. We'll have probably the video support. And we can continue this brainstorming sessions once we're through with the formal strategy sessions. Thank you.
Good afternoon, friends. Welcome back. My name is Vishwanathan. I have been trading from 2004. No. I've been trading futures since 2004 and it has given me tremendous results. Before we go into the specifics of the system, I would like to say a cautionary note, because some of you are not trading futures, some of you are trading delivery stocks. So before that, I would like to give a cautionary note on trading on futures. Futures trading is very risky. If not done properly, it is highly dangerous and can lead to financial ruin, and which can lead to disastrous consequences to health and family life. It's very, very, very risky. But if you have a method, then there is no problem. As long as you have a proper method, good discipline, money management, controlled leverage, you can still make a living out of it. A brief introduction to EMAs. Exponential moving average is what we use here in this system. Two moving averages, two exponential moving averages. There are two popular types of moving average: simple moving average and exponential moving average. Exponential moving averages take the latest price into account and compared to the simple moving average. Here we use two moving averages, two fastest moving averages. Normally people use one fast and one slow moving average. Here I use two fastest moving, 3 and 5. 3 days exponential moving average called 3 EMA, and 5 days exponential moving average called 5 EMA. I hope all of you are familiar with exponential moving averages. Yeah, so we can skip this. We will, all of you sure, moving averages. This is the way we calculate the exponential moving average on an Excel sheet. Okay, this will be mailed to you with the Excel sheet, how we track Nifty and Bank Nifty for trading. Okay, 3 cross 5 EMA is a simple positional trading technique which tries to identify a trend very, very early. Because we are using two fastest moving averages, it gives you a signal very early. Trading rule is, 3 cross 5 is a simple positional trading technique which tries to identify a trend very, very early. For this strategy we use 2 EMAs, 3 days exponential moving average and 5 days exponential moving average. The simple trade rules: go long when 3 EMA goes above 5 EMA, and go short, then close the long if you are already long, close long and go short when 3 EMA goes below 5 EMA. What are the advantages of this system? A simple technique using just two EMAs, no other oscillators, indicators, no charting required. You can use the Excel sheet for tracking it and getting the crossover value based on the formula which is already given in the PowerPoint. We can get the formula later on. The system is based on the only indicator, which is price, nothing else. It always keeps you in the trend. It's always in the trade system. If you are long till it gives you a sell signal. If you are short, you are short till it gives you a buy signal. You reverse only on the signals. Since we are just following price action, we don't need to worry about divergences, positive divergences, FI, inflows, AI, inflows, whatever. What are the disadvantages? It works beautifully in the trending market, but can whipsaw very fast and frequently. This is the problem. Very fast and frequently in extremely ranging markets. From July to August, the markets were very, very ranging. So there were a lot of whipsaws, and it was very fast. That's why that is because we are using two of the fastest moving averages. Now, this is the biggest disadvantage of this system. You need to handle this whipsaws properly. We will come to whipsaws later on when we distinguish between different types of whipsaws. Okay. Whipsaw. What is a whipsaw? A situation where a securities price heads in one direction, triggering a trade signal, then is followed quickly by a movement in the opposite direction, generating another trade signal. For example, today Nifty might have given a sell signal, and it closes, the crossover has happened, and it is a sell by end of day. Tomorrow, because of global factors or whatever factors, it gaps up and gives a buy signal, and it continues as a buy till the end of the day. Now this is called a trade whipsaw. You were short today at particular level at say 5,700, tomorrow you have to reverse it to buy at 5,750, so you have got a loss of 50 points in Nifty, which is a trade whipsaw. There is no problem with trade whipsaw. Trade whipsaws are there in every system. There are no systems where there are no trade whipsaws. Trade whipsaws are fine, no problem. The biggest problem here is, in this system, is signal whipsaw. Now what is signal whipsaw? Trade whipsaw is actual trade of either long or short reverse next day by a contra trade by the system. This is what we discussed. Signal whipsaw. This is a whipsaw created by the temporary crossover of 3 EMA and 5 EMA, or vice versa during the day, but by the end of the day there may not be any crossover as the price could not sustain over or below the crossover point. This is the difficult part of this system. This is the most difficult part. As of today, Nifty futures today should crossover, give a sell bearish crossover, that is 3 EMA going below 5 EMA at 5,700, around 5,700. Sorry? Okay. Today's reversal is 5,701 and Nifty is already given a sell. Can you see this sell mark? This is on the chart. Actually you don't need a chart because I have a chart I am explaining to you graphically. You can do it on Excel. I don't have the Excel sheet. This is on the chart. It is given. It has given a buy, last profit or loss. Okay, there was a buy at 5711 here. few days back, that green arrow mark, and there is a sell today, 5,701. So during this, now if you see, it has given a sell signal. These Nifty futures should close below 5701 to give a confirmed trade. So if it doesn't give a confirmed trade, you get a signal whipsaw. That means you are short and then you are supposed to do corrective action to remedy it. That you will see later. I hope you got the distinction between signal whipsaw and trade whipsaw. Trade whipsaw is confirmed trade by the end of the day. The next day it reverses and confirms it. If there was a sell today, tomorrow it becomes a buy, it becomes a trade whipsaw, which is unavoidable in any system. Signal whipsaw is very dominant here because we use two of the fastest moving averages. So this we will have to see, we will see at 3 o'clock or 3:15 whether it sustains or not, so you will get a proper idea. Right now it is in sell. So I would have gone and shorted at 5701 because we will see the timing of the trades. Yes. Right. You reverse the short back to long. If you are actually long before, you go to short. By end of the day, it is above 5701. You go back to long. No, because initially you were long. Unless you are starting afresh. If you are starting from today, for example, then you need to wait for a proper confirmed signal. You don't want to enter in the middle. If you are already a practitioner of this system, then there is no problem. You go back to long, and tomorrow maximum it will be a trade whipsaw. It is a EOD system. Yeah, I will come back to the trade. No, I wanted to explain to you what is signal whipsaw. Signal whipsaw is what? It is a sell. Now we are using statistical formula to determine the level at which 3 EMA will go below 5 EMA. Okay, so there is a formula in statistical methods that you use yesterday's 3 EMA minus today's price. There is a formula. That's why I said we need to. For 5 EMA it is 2 by 6 and plus EMA of previous day. Basically taking the difference between today's close and yesterday's 3 EMA and calculating today's current live 3 EMA. Okay, this formula will be given to you in the presentation, the Excel sheet, which is already having this formula. You need to feed in the closing rate every day to get the crossover level for next day. Is it okay? Yeah. EOD system, yes. Yes. See, the price action can happen in the first 15 minutes, the last 15 minutes. So we don't know when it will cross. We are not waiting for the close. When I am discussing that how we are trading this, you will, for example, this is Nifty. I have already placed the trade today. I have placed the trade, trigger price 505. That is the level at which Nifty will give a shot. Okay, when we are discussing the system, I don't want to miss the trade, so I already placed the trade during the lunch break. So, this trade is rejected. We have not seen the Bank Nifty, I know the numbers. 505 is the level at which 3 EMA will go below 5 EMA. So is the trade trigger at 505 and short at 10,500. Okay. This is what I will do normally. Now the 50 is at 11,577. Oh. So wrong. 11,500. Eleven 505 is the cross level. 11,505 is the cross level. I place the order 11,505 trigger, 11,500, and the current price is 11,572. Previously I placed 10,500, so it was rejected. Okay, this is how I place the order. Now this can happen today, it may not happen. We are supposed to do this trade. Order placing in the morning at 9:15 or 9:30. Okay? After at 3:15 we will review what has happened to the order. If it is good, and then we will see what to do. After it hits 505, my order will get triggered. It may get executed. Huh? Okay. It will get executed, and then at 3:15 I log in to see what is happening. Maybe either below 11,505 or it will be above. You close the short and go long. If you are long, it is EOD system because we are using live EOD exponential moving average. We are not using any other time frame moving averages. You are supposed to enter at 9:15 and don't look at it, and only at 3:15 to see what has happened. You are just supposed to spend 15 minutes at the end. Yesterday's closing price using, yesterday's closing price, right? Yesterday's closing price, which we. Okay. Okay, we go to money management, position sizing and leveraging. When you buy a futures contract on NSE, known as Nifty futures, you have to put up a margin of around 25 to 30,000 each. Each of Nifty futures, NF, is 50 shares. Current futures is around 5,700, so buying one lot of Nifty futures means buying 50 into 5,700, which is equal to 2,85,000, is the nominal value of the contract. This is what you get it in your from the broker. If you have a capital of 100, then you are leveraging 2.85 times. If you have 100,000 as then you are leveraging 200. You are buying with that 285,000 contract, futures contract. So you are effectively leveraging 2.85. Yes. Ideally, beginners should not leverage more than 2.5 times. It means for shares of NF Nifty futures, one lot, you have a capital of 50 into 5,700 divided by 2.5, which means 15,000. This is a conservative method to determine the leveraging. And once you fix the leverage, position sizing is automatically taken care of. Money management and position sizing is automatically taken care of. You will not, if you are strict with your leveraging, you will not trade more than 50 at a time. Timing of entries. It has been observed that the 3 cross 5 EMA crossover takes place during the day and not at the close. It is mostly 99% never takes place at the end of the day. If we take entry during the day, then we are exposed to signal whipsaws, which is a problem. Explained earlier. If you wait for end of the day, then our entry will be a bit late. Now, Bank Nifty, we saw the last example which I placed the order 11505. It trigger 11505 and go and close at 11,300. That means today if you wait, it may, I don't know, it may 11505 go to 11,500 and bounce back to 11,600, create a whipsaw, go down to 11,300. So if you wait for the end of the day, it's very late. You are already behind by 200 points. So what is the midway? Midway is for those who are more than one lot, they can take 50% position at crossover, that is at you place the order before, and balance 50% after 315 review. You 315 and see what is the of your 3 cross 5 EMA system now. It is triggered and it is above the level or below the level. Is it giving a signal whipsaw or not? If it is, there is no signal whipsaw, it is continuing, just monitor for 10-15 minutes and nothing. If before market starts, be ready for crossover level, which is given by the Excel sheet. For example, 3 EMA of BNF 11,505. Bank Nifty futures above its 5 EMA. So now we wait for reverse crossover. The reversal value is 11,505. This is a mistake here. 505. On 26 October, we enter a short trigger 11,505 by 9:30 a.m. 3 p.m. we log in, 3 p.m. or 3:15, whatever is convenient to you. Mostly some use 3:15. I personally see at 3 o'clock. See whether the trade is completed. If it is completed, then we have any of the following two situations. Either BNF is above, below the reverse value, or it's above. No, it takes time. You can't place the order at 9. By the time you boot up, and even if you place the order at 9:15, the Sherkan also, it goes only at 9:20. There will be a lot of orders. Between 9:15 and 9:30, any time convenient, because the crossover value is very close, or it is a gap down. If it is below 505, then we monitor it and do nothing. But if it by 3:15 it is trading consistently above 11,505, we have no other choice but to close the short and go. This is the disclaimer. We'll disclaimer later. Now we can take the questions. Drawdown is 400 points. From the see, you are supposed to take a trade based on the signal level. For example, now you have the signal level at 11,505. Suppose Bank Nifty drops to 11,505. From here, drawdown can be maximum of 400, but it has never happened like that. Very rarely. 400 is not a single losing trade, but it is a cumulative whipsaw losses. Cumulative whipsaw losses. That has got no relevance. You are asking what is the drawdown. Drawdown is from the level. From signal level, what is the drawdown? Maximum drawdown. Before it becomes a normal trade. Before it becomes it's 11. Today it's 11,505, and my trade it can go back to 11,900 and then again come back to nothing can happen. Yeah, maximum 400 points, not individual. A cumulative total of continuous losses. Suppose you start with 100,000 with one lot. to bad, because of bad luck for you, next 5-6 trades are losses. So that is about 400. I don't remember the number because it is, if you want, I can mail it to you along with the. But I would advise that you backtest it. Shiva's presentation has got backtest results. There is no stop loss because the 1105, if it is triggered now, it goes down. Say it goes to 400 or 11450. It go up if it sustains. If it sustains above 11505. Okay, from after 315, between 15 and 330, you have to close it. Mic there. It is, there is the stop, you 315 you log in and see, basically 315, yeah, crossover level is there.
No, there is a crossover level,
Yeah.
say 10th entered the trade at 507,
Yes,
okay, and then it keeps going up, okay, 510, 520, okay.
or maybe 600, 650.
Right.
Yeah, then
But by 315, if it is 50,
you have
so you
in the
only,
backtest, we have already included these losses which will come.
Mhm.
Suppose at 315 it went also 650. So you have to include 150 points as a loss.
okay, that's what.
Or if you want to save, see the problem is will you be watching the market through the day? Those who are not watching the market, they cannot do anything. They will have to come back at 315. How will you place the stop loss if it is not triggered? You will have to place another
Speak into
order.
the mic, please.
No, once it is triggered,
Are you a full-time trader or part-time trader?
part-time.
Part-time. So you log in at 9:30 and you place the order at 05. Okay? And unfortunately, it gets 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Now you log in at 3:15. Now, see the thing is, will you place another stop order for this short? At that point of time, it becomes double margin order. Suppose you are long. You are long at 11,461 as per the system. At 9:30, you place an order at 11,505, trigger. Gets triggered. You say you want to place another short loss order for the short at 11,600, for example. You are comfortable with 100 points. 11,600. Will you place two orders? So you have got two margin. You have two margin, two options for two orders.
Okay.
It may trigger both. It may not trigger both.
And say, how many, say in a move 34 EMA, right, we might get many oscillations. In your experience, how many times have been there saws in one trade, say about 34 EMA? You get my question?
No, I didn't understand your question.
Say once price crosses 34 EMA,
34,
right?
Where is 34 you?
Understood. You were talking 3.5.
3.5, yeah.
Yeah. But say in terms of daily, if it crosses about 34 EMA, it might come back a few times to 34 EMA and then coming up.
Right.
So in one such move of going above 34 EMA and coming back to 34 EMA, how many trades you might have? I mean, approximation, not a
It
statistic.
depends, you cannot maximum. You see, if you 11, if you enter today at 11,505, suppose live example we'll see 11,505, and end of the day you see 315, you see that it has triggered your order and it has gone up to 11,650, 700. You don't know. So you close the short. If you are a newcomer, you close the short and wait a fresh signal. If you are already practitioner, then you close the short and go long, because you have been long since a few days. Okay? So only two trades. That the closing of fresh short and the closing of short for a newcomer. For an existing player already, He closes the long, goes shorts, closes, goes long. Okay? How do you manage the whipsaw? You can't avoid the whipsaw. Are you going to watch full day? If you are watching full day, then you can use intraday trends and see.
Sir.
Trend lines, just drawing trend lines. That's later on.
Hello.
Sorry, I didn't understand your question. Whipsaw is there. What is a whipsaw? You trade whipsaw and a signal whipsaw. Whipsaw is no problem. Everybody is familiar with it. Signal whipsaw. Signal whipsaw is what? You see now Nifty futures has given a sell 5,701. Okay, this is an example. 5701 is a sell. Okay. Now, what is the price now? 5690. It keeps changing, right? 90, right? So it is a sell now. As per the system, sell. Now by 3:30, if it closes above 5701, it is a signal whipsaw. That means it gave you a sell signal and it is a. How to prevent? You cannot prevent. Predict. You cannot predict. Handle it is by remedying. You already now know, because of our experience, we already know that a signal is there. Now you watch it, and if it goes above 5701 by end of the day, you have to close the short, because tomorrow what will happen? See, our bad luck will be bad, so that it may give you a signal whipsaw and tomorrow gap down the sell. It's possible.
Okay. One question here.
Yeah. There is no formula. I have not discussed intraday at all. No, end of day.
Ready to ask?
Yeah.
I have one request. If you're asking questions, please ask into the mic, because the session is getting recorded. We are taking the audio feed from the mixer directly, not from the output. And if you ask a question here, people might not be audible for them. So my request is, please take the mic and put up your hands. The mic will pass the mic around. Yeah. And after 15 minutes, the regulatory will kick in, and we'll take those questions offline. That was the 15-minute period.
We have time up to 3 o'clock. Now it's 2:45.
So you have 2:45. You have 15 minutes to go. So we'll try to take as many questions as
You
possible.
can ask some questions to Shiva also.
Yeah.
He is a practitioner of.
Yeah, and one more thing is Shiva's presentation follows immediately after this. So it's probably exactly the same topic, the same strategy, which he has. So there's a direct correlation between them. You can ask your questions.
Okay.
So, sir, can we apply this on an option? I mean, if we, like, this is for. Hello? Yeah, so can we apply this strategy for buying action on a Nifty or a bank Nifty? As you said, this is for.
Okay, I got the question. Yes, you can apply it on option on any instrument. Okay. Only problem is if you apply it on November options now, the data is very less. So you may not get end of day. But if you apply it on long options, for example, December 13 to 6,000 call. Now we are at 5,600, 5,700. So if you apply it on 6,000 call of December 2012 or 2013 also, it will give you the same results. Important thing to note is, when there is a reversal signal, you should exit. You should go according to the system. It can apply to anything. If you want, I will put on the chart of Nifty. See now, 5,800 call. It is, it was a short at 122 and it is 47. Sorry? I cannot do anything for that. It's a short 122, I am telling you. Huh? No, we cannot do. This is coded in the title on the. Sorry? 122, it was a short of 5,800 on 8th of October. 8th of October, you are not supposed to go long. Many of you have gone long on this call. November 5,800 or October 5,800. See, the market is bullish, but it turned bearish according to charts on 8th October itself. So if you see the call, unless it gives a buy, you should not buy. So now if you had bought at 122 instead of 70, that means you are losing almost 75 rupees.
In this Nifty chart, can you
This
go
is
back
a
to,
Nifty option chart.
I know. Can you go back to Nifty chart, please? See, in between these two signals, there is one buy. Buy at 10.17.
Yeah.
I feel that is not triggered, right? How do you, even though the price has gone up, can you just elaborate on? Yeah,
Sure. See, there was a buy signal here. Fifth day, fifth previous, see, or fifth day, you see, that was 18th of October. There was a buy signal, right? In the day, it was giving signal whipsaw. I will put it on replay. I'll put it on hourly replay so it's very fast. You see, oh, it is from 18 July. I put it play from 17th October hourly frame, okay? You see, this is 17th October. It's every hour change. You can do it on 1 minute also. It's a buy signal. Now this is a sell signal. Now there will be a signal whipsaw. You just watch. Sell signal disappeared. Next day sell signal. Again signal whipsaw disappeared. You got it? Oh, it was fast. This is every hour movement. Buy, there was no problem. I'll do it again. What is your question? The 5710 buy was there. There was no whipsaw. But after next subsequent 2 days, there was signal on sell. It got closed. This is an example by replaying it. I'll do it again. You just see. We start from 17th. See, we start from 17th. It is in sell mode, right? Reversal, it as reversal is at 5725. Next day 5710. 5710 comes and goes, same day. Finally it is at 5710. Now next day it will give sell, disappears. Now end of the day disappears and next jumps to next day. Sell, disappear. That's it. Now, on the buy signal day, 5736. Yeah. You have profit. Long 5710, closed at 5736. Then next 2 days, there was sell signal whipsaw. Two continuous days. And it continues and it gives a signal now. Now it has given a signal today. Is it okay? What is it? What is it? No, that has got nothing to do. This is for, there is red and green lines. These are the moving averages.
Sir, Mohan here.
Yeah, these are support and resistance.
Sir, Mohan here. Actually, instead of going for intraday, I can as well till end of the day and do the entry. Instead, I can avoid whipsaws. No?
Yes, you can avoid the whipsaw.
How is the system profitable?
Your gain, see now you got a sell at 5101. Now what is the price? 5688. If it goes to 5650 or 5625 today, in the last hour, it may go.
But I can watch at 3:15 and that's it, half an hour.
Yeah, watch at 15, we'll keep it.
I need not wait from morning to evening. No?
You have to watch only at 3:15.
Yeah.
The only problem is the sell has come during the day after lunch. After lunch, when we were having lunch, this has given a sell.
No, I'm not clear exactly. When whipsaws happening, say you have one price, say 5,700 is your price. It comes, breaks, I go short, then it goes, I go, breaks again, I go long, then it goes.
You are supposed to do only once.
Only once.
Only once. You are not, you are a part-time trader, you will log in only at 3:15 or 3 o'clock for example, or 3:15 and see what's the status. You are going to do, you should not be getting whipsaw every minute.
Okay.
If it is 5701, it can happen 10 in the next 10 minutes. Right? So you are going to do once.
Hello.
You got the mic.
Yeah, can this be for commodities?
I have not used it, but I think some people are using it.
Okay, and commodities. And what are those two lines? I see.
You can, this is a system given to you, you can test it, back test it. So you have your conviction to implement it.
No. On the candles, I see up and below two lines.
These are for me resistance and support level. The red line and the green line. It has got nothing to do with 3.5. It is a ready-made AFL for me to watch it, all information together in one place. I don't have to switch to various graphs. For example, there are resistance levels given in numbers. There is lines, there is support lines, there is resistance lines. So this is not for 3x5.
So
just one.
As a part-time trader, you are not having the software. Are you having any software? You are not having. So this is only to explain to you in a graphical way easily. That is why. So you should not be asking this question because you are not going to have software. You are going to see only the Excel.
On 3:15 now, assume that signal has come. So under which value we place the sell order? How many points?
You are supposed to place an order at 5701. That's it.
Is it the low of the candle or?
It is a statistically determined level. The statistical formula tells you that today crossover will happen at 501.
This is Nautam Shah. When you were showing in the previous, that 17th October chart and all,
Yeah.
the signals were coming and going and all.
Yes.
So what were the data fed for those signals. 3 and 5 EMA,
Same thing, same
3 and 5.
3 cross 5 EMA, same EMA and 5 EMA, it is dancing during the day. Price is dancing, so 3 EMA and 5 EMA is also dancing. It is giving you a false signal during the day.
Okay, thanks.
Do you follow any position sizing strategy?
See?
Do you follow any position sizing strategy for this?
This is positional.
Wait, no, positions, no. Position sizing. Position sizing.
Position sizing is already determined by your average. If you are going to trade 50 shares,
Okay.
I already explained to you, indirectly the position sizing comes into play. If you have got 50 shares,
Okay.
what is the leverage you want to take, you have to decide first. If you are a beginner or is conservative trader, you should not trade more than using 2.5 times leverage. So to trade 50 shares, you need to have 1.14 lakhs.
Okay, you don't do any risk-based strategy, right? Like
No, this is based on your leverage.
leveraging.
If you suppose you have a different method of calculating your position size, like you say, I will take 2% loss per trade. So what is your capital? Say capital is 1 lakh
Okay.
or 2 lakhs. Say 5 lakhs. 5 lakhs means 2% is 10,000. Now 10,000 divided by 10,000 divided by what is the stop loss price? There is no stop loss here. It's a reversal. It's always you are in the trade. So you have to calculate the position size according to the leverage, and you see that you are adequately capitalized.
What sort of leverage you take for commodities, sir?
I cannot answer this because I have not done commodities.
Okay.
But 2.5, I don't know whether Shiva or others can explain.
There are people here who have traded commodities and check leverage. During the talk tomorrow, Naveen Swami will talk about, he's traded commodities as well. Okay, he'll probably address your question.
The chart frame is daily chart?
Sorry?
Chart time frame is daily chart?
Chart is daily. You see here, the D on top. D on top is highlighted. Box. So it's a daily chart, but it is showing intraday live daily chart.
Just want to confirm.
Hello sir, I am Sanjay here.
2.5 is the 10 RSI.
Sir, if I am using this strategy with all rules, then how much returns I can expect if I am trading a Nifty future?
Whatever backtesting I have done, it has given a very good return.
In percentage or in
25, it can range from 25 to 50 to 60% based on your discipline. If you are fully disciplined, you will get more than 50%.
More than 50%?
Yeah, you have to certify yourself honestly whether you can follow the system 100%. You are the person to tell me that whether you are a fully disciplined trader or not.
Okay. Thank you.
Hello sir, I have some doubt.
Yeah.
Today level is 11,505.
50.
Okay, we have put a stop loss order.
We have put a sell order.
Sell order.
Yeah.
Suppose it's triggered. As per your system, you told that you have to check the price at 315.
350. It has not triggered yet.
It is triggered. Suppose it is taken as a triggered. It is trading below 500. After at 330, it bounced back to 5.
You have to close it. By 3 you have to close the position. That is what I explained. It's signal whipsaw.
Oh.
I explained to you that now there is a signal. For example, now in this case there is a signal is there, right? 5701.
Okay.
Now the price is 5692. It is not going down sharply.
Okay.
It can bounce back and be not the signal will disappear.
Okay. Anyway, we have to watch 315 to 330. We have to watch the market.
315 to 330 you have to watch.
Okay. That's all.
Options is similar. I showed you the chart of 5800 how it has given a sell at, but let us see whether it has given a whipsaw.
Gaps against? How do you handle gaps against
See
you?
here, option chart has not given a whipsaw after it became a short. You see here it was a short here, and this green line is the reversal line, and the green line was never touched. You see the value of green line is 77. You see here today's reversal is at 77. So if you had shorted at 122, there was no whipsaw here. So you have an example of signal whipsaw and no whipsaw also.
How do you handle gaps against you?
Unfortunately, I don't have the data. It will take some time to get the data. Give a few minutes. There are a lot of whipsaws here. Shorting call, no whipsaw. Buying put, there is giving a lot of whipsaw. You see here buy, sell, sell. These are confirmed trade whipsaws. Buy, sell, now buy. Today it is a buy at 143. 143, it is closing at trading 153. 5,800 put.
And gaps against you?
Sorry?
How do you handle gaps against you?
Same rules.
Okay.
See,
once it
gap,
gaps
what happens is, suppose, let's go back to Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty is a sell at 11,505 today, okay, and tomorrow, based on current price, tomorrow's reversal is 11,536. You can put it in Excel and get the reversal. Tomorrow's, let's assume that it closes at 11,580, no trade today. Tomorrow it gaps down to 11,500. That means you already sell at 11,536. You can't catch 11,536 because tomorrow's high is only 11,500 open. So you have to take a small position only because you are very far, you are already, there is no way you can catch at crossover level.
Yeah, any more questions? Can we start the next session now?
Once again, let me wind up. Okay, now this comes disclaimer. You have to do your due diligence by backtesting and understanding the drawdowns, whipsaws and paper trading for a few months. This system is only for those who are well disciplined and adequately capitalized. If you start Nifty with 50,000 capital, then you are over leveraged. Please note that this is not a get rich quickly system. It is a system which will give you consistent returns. You cannot overnight, you cannot, in a year you can become a millionaire. If you have any questions on this, please you can ask now. Sorry?
Earlier you said that this system is for people who don't watch the market or who don't watch the charts full throughout the day. So what if I am watching the charts throughout the day, I took the trade at 9:30 and then the trade got triggered. After that there is too much of fluctuation happening and then I see if I have gone short, immediately after some time the market bounced back and then it's going up. So is there any stop loss that I need to put in instead of waiting till 3:15? If I'm watching the market.
What it hits your stop loss at 1 o'clock and goes as a sell at 3:15, what will you do?
No, there is no stop loss as of now as per this system.
No stop loss. By 3:15 you reasonably expect that the final 15 minutes trend to be the same.
Correct, correct.
Yeah, but so you are saying if you are watching the market throughout the day, okay, and at 10 o'clock it triggers the trade, at 11 o'clock it goes to 11,700. At 10 o'clock it was 11,505. So sell is made.
Shorted.
At 12 o'clock it is 11,700 or 11,650. How to reverse this? That's what
What to do at that point in time if you're watching?
Well, you have to use another intraday system along with that.
So this system is purely for people to watch in the morning.
Morning 15 minutes, evening 15 minutes.
Okay.
If you going to watch throughout the day, then you need to develop something to counteract this.
Okay, fine. Done.
Okay, it can go to 11,600 and come back to 11,500 by end of the day. So what will you do? So you will have to see another short time frame system by which you can avoid the whipsaw. If you are watching throughout the day. This is what has been backtested. You do one trade and 315 you reverse or you add to the position based on your capital.
Oh, sir. You take the EOD data for future directly or spot value and accordingly you trade the
futures value.
Directly.
We are trading futures, so we will take futures value. If you are trading options, you will take options value.
Options value. Oh, okay, thank you, sir.
So is this tested for stocks, individual stocks, in case if it has been tested? It works fine with the individual stocks, this strategy?
High beta stocks, it gives good results, like DLF, HDIL, ICICI
Specific
Bank.
stocks?
Yeah, SBI.
Okay, so we need to identify specific stocks and then use
specific
it.
High beta stocks.
High beta stocks. Okay, thanks. Thank you.
Yeah, I take this question. You asked a question about beta and choice of stocks. There are 40 scripts, all of them high beta, which are part of the 3x5 Excel spreadsheet, which has been shared online on Google Docs. It's openly available to anybody who wants to. Just click on the link and use it. It gets updated. It gets updated manually by somebody every day. There are 40 scripts in this. All of them are high beta. The highest beta being HTIL, which has a beta value of 2. BNF, of course. I know Vish likes to trade BNF regularly. 38 other stocks are there apart from the Nifty. So 37 stocks, 2 indexes. And somebody here in this room, Joseph, I think, is working on, Joseph and Ram are working towards automating this sheet so that it picks up data from nscindia.com every day and updates the link so that you have a ready-made reckoner, a sheet which you can look at 3:15 in the day, enter your trades or exit your trades, depending. Okay, the link actually was circulated. One question here, how many of you are on Twitter? Okay, what I would recommend very strongly is that all of you can just give it a shot. Can go to twitter.com, get an ID, twitter.com, Twitter. It's a beautiful application. It was started by a guy called Jack Dorsey. It's a lovely application. I can vouch for it. And it's free, of course, the best part. Okay. Sorry? Yeah, which handle you need to follow, you can follow. We'll probably create a list comprising of all the 108 participants of this room to start with. And then you can decide to follow anybody else also. I mean, I follow all of these people. I follow all of the speakers in this room. For me, that's a good start. And then I can follow anybody else that's required. So anyway, coming back to this question, the Excel spreadsheet is a ready reckoner. It contains 40 scripts, all of them high beta. High beta is, it does more with relation to the, in direct correlation to the Nifty. And of course, Bank Nifty as well. Okay, I don't remember the URL, it's about 200 characters. It's it's on Google Docs. So, end of this exercise, we'll probably, after this event is over, I have all your email addresses. I've communicated by email to all of you. So I will send this as part of my TTD to add to. Yeah. And Vish.
I would suggest that you create a Google group for TC2012 and all the questions and queries can come into that group.
Okay.
Google group.
Or we have this website traderscarnival.com. We can open a page on that and make it some kind of a blog and allow fresh interaction, free interaction between all participants, A, and B, make it a group so that we can have some kind of a chat on the website itself. I mean, we have a lot of ideas. I am talking to somebody who created the website, he works somewhere else, and we used to do, this website was done only on the weekends, Saturdays and Sundays. We used to sit together and drink a lot of beverages and then do this project. We did that. And
okay. So what you should do is, you should do a back testing and understanding the drawdowns, and do paper trading for a few weeks or months, and then get a good understanding of the system live. Once you do that, with proper capital, you should be able to get a decent return. In case you have any queries or explanations you need,